You're listening to Swift News, your daily news briefing in just 10 minutes. This is episode 70, and it's July 12, 2025. Let's get into today's stories. Welcome. So this is the deep dive. This is where we take those headlines you just heard, we kind of unpack the sources behind them, and really try to pull out the key insights. And, the surprising facts, the stuff that really helps you understand what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's about cutting through all the noise, right? Giving you that shortcut to being genuinely informed, not just knowing the headlines.
Right.
And what's fascinating, I think, is when you start connecting these daily updates, you see these bigger patterns emerge.
Yeah.
Like taking things that seem separate and showing how they fit together. It gives you that broader context pretty quickly.
Okay, so let's dig in, starting with politics and global affairs. There's that preliminary report on the Air India crash probe citing fuel cutoff. That sounds, well, deeply unsettling.
It is, yeah. A fuel cutoff finding, even preliminarily, is extremely serious in aviation.
Right. It makes you think about the trust we place in flying, doesn't it? Your safety's really under scrutiny here.
Absolutely. And it often points towards potential systemic issues. Could be maintenance, protocols, maybe even design. Past incidents like this, they've often led to huge changes across the industry. Engine design, pilot training, you name it.
So this could have wider ripple effects then, for how things are done.
Definitely. Regulatory bodies everywhere will be looking very closely at this. It's all about reinforcing those layers of safety, ensuring you feel secure when you fly.
Okay. Now, broadening out a bit to global alliances and diplomacy, things seem really fluid right now.
Very much so.
We've got Jaishankar in China for SKO talks. That's significant, right? India engaging with that bloc.
Yeah, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is increasingly important. Think China, Russia, India, major players focused on Eurasia. It's becoming a real counterweight to some traditional Western alliances.
And then you have Donald Trump's reported actions selling NATO weapons to help Ukraine. That's unexpected.
It certainly challenges existing U.S. foreign policy ideas, regardless of your politics. It forces a reevaluation of alliances.
And Netanyahu nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize on top of that.
Yeah.
It feels like your alliances are shifting, and the whole world is debating what peace even means.
Well, and connecting those dots, it really does raise that question. How are global power dynamics changing? It feels like we're moving away from just one single power center. SEO's rise, these moves with NATO, even symbolic things like the Nobel nomination, they all paint a picture of a multipolar world where old alignments are, they're up for grabs.
And closer to home, there was the news about the Kolkata IAM rape case, sparking campus protests.
Yes.
It's a stark reminder that, amidst all this global stuff, the demand for justice right here, right now is incredibly powerful. Your justice demands change.
Absolutely. And those protests, they really show the power of collective action, especially on campuses. It forces conversations about accountability, about safety, about systemic reform. It ensures these vital issues don't just fade away. People speaking up together, that's what drives change.
Okay, let's shift gears to business and economy. Some really interesting developments in India's tech sector.
Big news.
Tata Group launching India's first AI chip production in Gujarat. That feels like a major leap. Your tech's advancing.
It's strategically huge. Domestic AI chip production, that's about technological independence, about competing globally in a sector that's just exploding.
Right, not just using tech, but making it.
Exactly. And then you see Foxconn expanding its iPhone plant in Chennai.
Yeah, more jobs growing there.
And it's tied into those bigger shifts in global manufacturing, with tariffs and supply chain diversification, making India more attractive.
Plus, the global chip shortage is easing. That could affect me, right? My devices might get cheaper.
That's the hope, yes. As supply chains normalize, production costs can drop, availability improves. So yeah, potentially your next phone or car could be a bit more affordable.
Good news for the wallet, then. And speaking of that, India's retail inflation dipped, thanks to the monsoon.
Yeah, good monsoon means better crop yields, which directly impacts food prices.
So your groceries ease up a bit.
That's the immediate effect. It's a real relief for household budgets and helps overall economic stability. It's a key indicator, really.
But it's not all good news for big companies. Amazon's facing an EU antitrust probe over data use. Feels like a constant theme. Your privacy's at stake.
It really is. And this probe is part of that increasing global scrutiny on big tech. Regulators are stepping in, asking, are you using all that data fairly?
Right. Is it fair competition? Is my information safe?
Exactly. These actions are crucial for protecting your information, ensuring fair markets, and basically setting the rules for the digital economy. It's about safeguarding your digital rights.
Okay, let's move to environment science and some human stories. Some really positive news first on the health front.
Yes, very exciting.
A new Alzheimer's drug showing a 40% symptom reduction in trials. I mean, that sounds incredible.
It's potentially revolutionary. A 40% reduction is a massive step forward for patients, for families. That means improved quality of life, cognitive function, real hope.
So what does this all mean for you if maybe someone in your family is affected?
It means science is making real progress against these incredibly complex diseases. It could genuinely change the future of treating Alzheimer's and similar conditions. A major, major development.
That's amazing. On the environment, though, it's kind of a mixed bag today.
It often is, unfortunately.
Good news. India's solar capacity hit 90 GW, leading Asia. That's great.
Fantastic progress towards clean energy, a huge contribution globally.
And the Pacific Ocean plastic cleanup removed 500 tons. Our ocean's getting cleaner in spots.
Also positive, it shows direct action can work. But
then, yeah, the challenges. Gujarat's flooding after bridge collapse, Chennai's heat wave and water alerts.
right, and that's the other side of the coin. We're innovating, yes, but we're also facing the immediate, harsh realities of climate change impacting infrastructure, resources, people's lives.
So it's progress and peril, side by side.
Precisely. It highlights the need for both mitigation like solar power and adaptation, making our communities more resilient to these extreme events. We need both urgently.
And finally, those human stories. Always so powerful.
They really are.
A Nigerian student's AI water purifier helping villages. A Bengaluru teen's eco-friendly packaging winning an award.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how individual ingenuity, especially from young people, can create practical solutions to really big problems. It's not always top-down. Innovation can come from anywhere.
And the heroes, too. The Delhi firefighter, the Texas flood volunteers.
Yeah, those stories of bravery and community spirit, they just underscore resilience, compassion, the best of us, really, in tough times.
So looking back at everything today, from that Air India probe, global politics shifting, tech breakthroughs like AI chips and Alzheimer's drugs, climate challenges, individual acts of heroism. It's quite a range.
It really is.
Okay, let's unpack this. How do these seemingly separate daily events subtly shape your world, your decisions, and even your sense of what's possible? Maybe more than we think.
And this raises an important question, I think, for you listening. In a world just flooded with information, how does understanding these connections, these interconnected narratives, empower you? How does it help you navigate and maybe even contribute, beyond just knowing the headlines?
Something to think about. That's Your World in 10 Minutes with Swift News. The world in 10 minutes. From fires to football, crashes to cures, we've got you covered. Follow us for daily updates. Join us tomorrow for episode 70. Stay curious, stay informed. This is Swift News, signing off.